Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. This reading is for Taurus. I haven't gotten to you yet since my new channel changes. Now that I'm going from reading only for Pisces all the time for reading all 12 zodiac signs. It's your turn, Taurus, so thank you for being so patiently waiting if you have been for this video. And I hope that all of you are well. And for anybody who is new, thank you so much for being here today. We're going to use the This Might Hurt Tarot. Keep in mind these readings are general. They may or may not resonate with you. If you find the reading doesn't fit your story, I recommend checking out another reading on my channel with a title that stands out to you, regardless of the zodiac sign, you know? Let's see what's going on for my beautiful Taurus. So we have the Hierophant reversed and the Hermit card. Interesting. Both major arcana. They can talk about Taurus and Virgo energy. Some of you may be really questioning or seeking answers spiritually at this time, struggling with faith, struggling with reserves of strength. Maybe you don't have the strength that you want or need. Maybe you don't have the energy, the motivation. Something is missing on a spiritual level, and I can see you trying to seek it out right now with these two cards, Taurus. Something isn't working. You need to kind of break the mold, break the system, try something different than what other people are normally doing. Sometimes the most radical thing you can do is forgive. It's also what I'm hearing. Actually, we've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Hierophant reversed again. You could actually be in a really good place in your life right now, like financially or mentally, emotionally, physically. But there is something when it comes to spirituality, faith, and inner strength. You are questioning this right now, Taurus. Like, why does something not feel in alignment with my spiritual goals right now? What is missing? What do I not know? That's the right kind of questioning mind to be in. It's a form of seeking with that Hermit card. Let's see if we can get some answers. We've got the Ten of Swords reversed as the first card. We have the Eight of Cups. This can literally talk about going on an adventure, traveling, or moving away from, moving on from something really that used to really satisfy us, used to give us a lot. At some point, maybe it hasn't been giving what you needed for a long time, I want to say, with these two cards. Even if you've stuck with something, and even if it's paid off in some ways, and you have a certain level of something in life with that Nine of Pentacles, it's not worth it. Moving forward, seeking out answers, literally moving sometimes, is going to give you that closure you never know you needed. Emotional closure. I feel like you've been questioning your sanity, and the universe is asking you to surrender. And realize the consequences for your actions have led you to this moment with the Judgment card here. You may not have been as emotionally aware of how you were affecting other people here with the Three of Cups. In both good and bad ways. Like, I feel like on one hand, you've put a lot of effort towards your relationships. But on the other hand, I feel like you haven't, that's just not true at all as well. Like, maybe you have more effort towards your own goals and desires and dreams. Maybe you've had to do that for survival or to get ahead and or get to the place where you've been in this life. So, so maybe the reason why you're moving on or needing to move on or seeking answers about why something isn't satisfying right now is because you've had to focus on yourself for a long time now, is what I'm getting. Because maybe other people weren't focusing on you. Maybe you didn't have the luxury that someone else had or something like that. That makes it easier just to like enjoy the moment. And I feel like you had to really push yourself to stay motivated as well. Situations have not been as fulfilling, or a relationship dynamic has not been as fulfilling. Yeah, definitely. It's all about goals being out of alignment with other people. And the warmth, the true camaraderie and sacrifices and gratitude that's felt within close connections may not be happening in the connection that you're associating this reading with, or in your connections in general. But you're still holding on to it in some way. It's still very comfortable for you in this time, in this space. But you're going to keep running into the same issues where your emotional waters are not going to be feeling fulfilled. It's a harsh message, but that's the case. So, you know, in the past, we have the Wolf Infinity card in this deck and the Temperance Angel reversed. Yeah, you've been comfortable. You've embraced the natures of other people around you. You've even tried to match their energy. But I feel like there might be a general incompatibility with some people or certain things that you're doing in your life right now. Some things just might not be compatible with what your goals, your dreams, your fullest expression looks like. There's a lack of compatibility. If that Temperance reversed, Temperance can talk about the mixing of things, the balance, the moderation, and it can talk about chemistry, and some things are just not, like sometimes the water puts out the fire, sometimes the fire dries up all the water. Here you can see in the cups right here. So it is an energy here of moderation and finding balance, finding that sweet spot there, turning something into something else. I feel like you've been trying to change what is within your control, is what I'm hearing this whole time. But some things are out of your control. But they're still controlling your life. And that might be why it's more difficult to obtain some goals. What's some examples of those? Well, sometimes relationships can make it harder to express who you're meant to be or what it is that you want to accomplish, because they have their own insecurities, they have their own limitations or their own agendas, you know? And then there's the quality of support, the quality of love and attention that's being given to you from certain people, and what you feel you're able to give to others as well. Maybe you only have the energy, like maybe you only want to give to one person, for example, like a partner, the most. Or maybe you want to give your energy and love and attention to certain people in your life. But again, it was getting back to that energy of like you prioritizing yourself because of some type of lack, and not feeling fulfilled within the relationships or the dynamics that you're in right now. And then we had this question of like, are you incompatible with some of these people? Or are they incompatible with you in some way? I think you've been lifting your vibration. I feel like you've been getting more in touch with your nature. And you're not to be contained or made obedient or made to adapt into a situation. People should be adapting to you as well. Um, I'm getting all that energy from the Wolf Infinity card here, because there's like the aggressive nature of the wolf, and then there's the loyal, the thoughtful, the longing, the beauty of the wolf when it's, you know, just in its natural, comfortable state. So I feel like that's what you're kind of in, so you're not vibrationally matching some relationship dynamics. It's not to say that other people are not trying to better their lives or be in a positive mindset, but everyone's at like a different frequency or a different amount of like the energy that's being outputted, for example, or the type of energy that's being output from the person. So yeah, that's why I mean by incompatibility. It's not that you don't like love each other or have the same interests or something like that. Sometimes it's energetic as well, or it comes down to actions, you know, versus what somebody thinks that they are, or thinks that they say, or thinks what they believe, or whatever. Like, look at the actions in the dynamic, and you might see that things are not adding up. We're already 11 minutes in, and we haven't pulled the whole spread, so I guess it's a different style of reading today. But normally I like to put all the cards down and then see what's coming up. But I feel like we're really getting deep into the cards today. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the future. That is that, like, being in the right place at the right time, feeling like you belong somewhere, feeling like you've been established. That's your future, Taurus. Like, you will find your community, you will find your tribe. You will, you know, just because you care and love about people right now, and then vice versa, like, this is about finding the people who most enhance your life and you enhance theirs, and being able to hold that higher frequency instead of just trying to do it all on your own amidst other frequencies. You deserve to have other people that are also reflecting the energy that you're reflecting. You know, we attract what we are, what we reflect, but we also can hold on to things that we think we are with like thought processes and beliefs around relationships. You know, if we release that blockage, that mental stigma that we have or whatever, then we will instantly vibrationally manifest our match, you know? So I can see you working through those thought processes with the Ten of Swords above the Ten of Pentacles when it comes to what is keeping you. Eight of Cups, Four of Wands reversed, and Temperance reversed, which is feeling like your goals are not lining up with the people that you're around, or you know what. So it's identifying that mindset, and representing you to give more clarity on that is the Seven of Wands reversed. That's showing a lot of energy being directed towards you, and you having to be sharp and look at what is most important, and basically fully immerse yourself in the moment with all these energies coming towards you. And it's, you know, it's either all or nothing is what I'm getting from this. Like, maybe some of the relationship dynamics around you, it's like you either pour your all into it and completely move away and get absorbed within it, basically, or you find a way to moderately put yourself into other people's energy and demands, and be of service and be kind and be there for the relationships you want to be there for, without feeling like you're being oppressed or that your energy is not being cultivated or appreciated or added towards as well. So it's like a reciprocation energy is what I'm getting from the Seven of Wands reversed. But it's showing me that you're kind of in a state of like defeat right now. Ten of Swords reversed, Seven of Wands reversed when it comes to this reciprocating energy. And the advice is to pick a relationship that you feel like the person is really contributing to you within, and focus on that relationship, or focus on those few relationships that are already showing you that you're in a higher vibration around them and that they want to give within that connection. Some of those people might shock you when you actually think about the people who are exhibiting more of that than maybe some of the people you're used to spending your time with. It's not like judging people and thinking like down upon somebody for being a certain way, or maybe a little bit negative sometimes, or something like that. It's basically just kind of looking at like, where is the bright energy, and your life might change if your relationships change like that. You might make different decisions than what you're making right now. I really feel like the universe wants what best is best for you, and in order to have that in your life, you have to be around the people that are going to best manifest that life for you, is what I'm getting. So it's like chosen family type of vibes. And that's not always your family or your, long-term relationships as well, which is kind of what we've been alluding to this whole time. We're going to just pull a couple more cards and then close the reading. We have the Lovers reversed and the Fool card in the environment and in the fears and desires position. So we've been talking about relationship dynamics and how it's not the love within the relationship that we're looking at as being the measure of like how much we want to keep a relationship, but looking more so at the effort and the goals aligned with the relationships. And just realizing that if you put more energy into those relationships and took a risk and put yourself into those maybe more unfamiliar territories with relationships, some of them are not going to pay off. Some of them are going to repeat cycles that you're seeing now. But if you look at towards, people in your life who have kind of come through and maybe made a little mark in your life, and then you just lost touch with them or stuff like that, there's some very valuable people in those like lost touch with categories, is what I'm getting. And there can be renewal and new energy if you take a risk kind of in your environment with those. Because I feel like there's some keepers already in your group. And yeah, some of your close relationships might be keepers already, or maybe they're a little bit out of alignment with what you're doing right now, and you can still love them, but maybe put more energy into some of the other relationships, The outcome is the Hanged One. This is like epiphanies, a new perspective, new ideas, or ideas we've had before that finally click into place. To me, I'm just hearing clicking into place with this, like epiphanies, actually. Next to the Fool card, like I think you're evolving, and I think you're finding the best position for you to be in, to hang out within. It's like ultimately you want to be hanging out with the family that you've chosen, and you may want to have all the relationships that you want in your life, or there may be some relationships you covet more than others and they're out of your grasp, or the ones that you have are just not, there's something going on there. I don't know what your situation is like just by looking at the cards, like for everybody, but what I'm getting here with the Hanged One and the Ten of Pentacles is like kind of like hanging out within that energy of sustainability, being able to sustain your spiritual connection, being able to sustain your health, being able to thrive, to evolve, to find new comfort zones with the Fool and the Hanged One next to each other. That's the type of energy you want to be supported from with your relationships. And that's what I'm getting from this reading today. So, obviously that requires some seeking, some review. And that is what is missing. Oftentimes it's very simple, the things in our life that can bring stability, joy, and fulfillment. And one of those things is community. I have a guru, they call it that part of our group, like satsang, which is like coming together and singing and celebrating with people. It doesn't have to be singing it all the time with people, but it just means finding others who are putting in the same effort as you or more effort, and then maybe that's even an inspiration for you to do more, you know? Instead of kind of sloping and slouching and kind of like getting complacent within other people's energies. You're not really doing them a service either by being that way. Just might be more comfortable in the moment, but really it's more uncomfortable because there's this deep sense of longing that we picked up on in the beginning of the reading. So I'm not trying to like convince you to make some kind of big change or move here, because I'm not seeing cards like that. I'm just asking you to like, and I guess through the cards, through the advice I'm getting and what I'm seeing and hearing, just to think about redirecting your energy a little bit with relationships. And that might be the shift you're looking for. You might not have to move somewhere to find what you're looking for. You might not have to leave something behind. This might just enhance your life, and then some of the relationships you're already used to putting a lot of time and energy within, maybe you handle them differently because you're in other relationships as well. And it's like people rubbing off on other people energetically. So you're bound to enhance what you already have, is what I'm trying to say, by kind of branching out and finding that chosen family kind of thing, and vibrating at a more sustainable and consistent level, basically, from an energetic perspective. And I actually want to say, with the Temperance reversed, this like calm hugging wolf card, and the Fool and the Hanged One reversed, that this isn't about moderation. This is more about like taking risks and allowing our relationships to evolve. Even the newer ones, the ones where you didn't think that they would go much further, maybe they actually are meant to go further. I think the biggest thing that's holding some of us back in this reading is holding on to relationships that don't even want to be part of our life that much, or holding on to relationships that are just bringing too heavy of an energy to the relationship dynamic, or their goals are not in alignment with yours. Their lifestyle choices is a good sign that that's the case. Yeah. The Chariot is showing me that like you're coming into your own, your sense of control, discipline, and kind of like being more firm about what it is that you want coming towards you. Instead of having to always go the distance. Yeah, okay. That's all I've got for your reading. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you again soon.